me said I could be anybody. I said I want more money than no money. Break bread with that guy who made the Bugatti. Lifestyle is get money, burn everybody. Painting wife, call money to something. Bang, bang. One who understands why I'm always. Who told you I can't handle my You're on the floor, I'm still holding my Call me talking. Yeah, let me see you, darling. I love the weekend. Love the weekend. Girls up. Let me see you, darling. I love the weekend. Love the weekend. Girls up. Now bet you can. I love the weekend. Love the weekend. Girls up. Let me see you.
It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From State Farm Arena, tonight it's the Atlanta Hawks taking on the Denver Nuggets. The Nuggets control the tap. Let the debate begin, Jay. Michael Porter Jr., steal of the draft for Denver.
Last year, we were talking about this kid easily by a wide margin, going with the first pick in the draft. This is a gem for the Denver Nuggets.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Whoops, that won't go. And it's Jokic with the rebound. To Porter for three. That'll humble the rookie. Porter Jr. off the mark. Here's Atlanta. Parker. Down low for Len. Rebound taken down by Denver. Millsap to Porter. Off the assist.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Has a chance. Wide open look. Won't go.
But if great shooters keep getting open looks, it's a matter of time before they start knocking them down. You have to start contesting some shots.
Jokic to Porter. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Terrific vision. Jabari Parker rocking the rim.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
Murray with it. Lead is 2. 4-3. He engulfed him that time. Trae Young. Deep right corner. Beyond the arc for 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jacking back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
To Porter. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Knocked loose. Nuggets have it. They get it down to Millsap. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down. Here's Atlanta with the basketball. And the basket good at the rim.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Gets it in the right corner. Going to launch beyond the arc. His first quarter struggles from deep continue. It's no good. Knocks it down from mid-range.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
To Porter. Jamal Murray. Oh, good offense, beating good defense.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the three.
Trae Young. J46 wins, not good enough for Denver.
They could have been a playoff team if Paul Millsap didn't miss a huge chunk of the season, but I will say this about the Nuggets. They have the most underrated backcourt in the NBA when you think about Gary Harris and Jamal Murray. Both guards that can do it off the dribble and are both great leaders.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. From the painted area, won't go down. Martin into the front court. Up by 6. Fires the three. His first effort off the mark.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Jokic from long range. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
And finishes strong. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
It's the Hawks with the basketball.
I got ball. Box up. Go on up.
Deep two there, won't go. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, knocks it down, and the foul. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
It never would have been a foul if you didn't give him space. Your job defensively is to stay attached to him at all times. Force him to put the ball on the ground and drive and make a shot over the trees below.
Will Barton with a chance at a 4-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. Off the mark at the line. Parker. They'll take it from downtown. Let's see, Jay, if that wakes them up.
Yeah, that was a big-time three, but the most important possession is now, the one you're currently in. Don't focus on the next play, but focus on the present.
Good contest. Barton misses. That ends the first quarter. The Nuggets with the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Hawks with the basketball. Trying to cash in. Collison's shot won't fall. To Porter. Lets it fly from long range. Michael Porter Jr. fulfilling expectations. Tough shot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Collison into the front court. Trailing by 11. Jay, it wasn't that long ago. Atlanta won 60 games. Right now, what's the outlook for this franchise?
Well, the general manager, Travis Schlenk, has done a really good job in trying to build the culture, the right culture for the Atlanta Hawks. And that starts with their head coach in Lloyd Pierce. He got him as an assistant coach with the Philadelphia 76ers. And now he can also steal that tagline for the Hawks. It's time to trust the process all over again, but now in Atlanta, Georgia.
Knocked loose. Mason.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Okay, they're lucky they get the ball back. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Collison. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Porter to Millsap. Shot from the lane, won't go. Shot by Turner, won't go.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything, that's why shots aren't dropping.
To Collison. The shot by Parsons, no good. Porter. They'll work it down to Millsap. Oh, Millsap. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
The assist from number 2, Darren.
Nuggets have the possession. Barton to Porter. Fires the three. Heat check needed. When Will Barton gets going, look out.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
The drive, right to the basket. Full throttle, right to the basket for the deuce.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Now whistle. Timeout for Denver as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Subbing in.
Martin.
Number 8.
For 3. That's how you defend.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Paul Millsap. Trae Young. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Hawk.
Out of bounds. Nuggets ball.
Martin into the front court. The advantage is 13 points. Here's a chance from long range. Oh, knocks it down from 3.
The eyes of the shooter say everything. His eyes pretty much said, "Are you sure you want to give me the ball here?"
It's Atlanta ball. To Trae Young. Driving right to the basket. Paul Millsap able to recover with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Martin into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Shot won't go. Jay, I'm going to say that you don't know this, but since 1980, the Hawks have drafted only 4 players to have appeared in the All-Star game. Doc Rivers, Kevin Willis, Al Horford, and Jeff Teague.
Well, how about a guy named Dominique Wilkins? I'm sorry.
Oh, well, interesting that you'd ask. Dominique Wilkins was actually selected by the Utah Jazz. Has a look. And the rebound corralled by Jokic. Harris has it against Evan Turner. To Jokic. 4-3. Well defended. To Trae Young. Oh, Millsap rejects it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Martin guarded by Turner. That's usually one that he'll knock down.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Beyond the arc for three, and he buries it.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Deep three at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Guys, let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Nuggets certainly didn't have a problem putting up points in the opening half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Denver Nuggets. The Hawks may be in the building, but they did not show up for this game. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Atlanta Hawks.
Game track.
Defense. The Denver Nuggets are using defense to create offense, and it's coming off blocks and steals. They're putting in work on both ends of the court.
Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win.
Who was cold?
Young has really struggled today with his scoring output. Newsflash, you're not on fire. Pass the ball. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Hawks coming off a 24-win season, Jay, but not one, not two, but 3 first-round draft picks.
Yeah, they got a big-time shooter in Kevin Huerter from Maryland. They got Omari Spellman, who won a national championship with Villanova, highly utilized in pick and pop. And then they got a very polarizing pick in Trae Young, who set college basketball on fire, one of the most gifted scorers you have in this draft.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throw's good to cap off the three-point play as they draw a tiny bit closer. Murray with the basketball. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Going to launch beyond the arc. Not that time. He misses. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Has a chance. Not that time. Porter. Fires the three. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
Trae Young to Allen Crabbe. From long range. Off the mark. No good. Murray into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Message received. Well defended. Crabbe with a shot off the mark. Porter. To Jokic. Shot from in close. No good. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles in and out. Denver's got it. Jokic. To Porter. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short.
His scoring is definitely cooled off, but you have to give the defense some credit. They're denying him the ball and really making him work once he catches it.
Nikola Jokic with a piece.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Knocked loose. Picked up by the Nuggets. Alex Len. Huge block. That's a momentum play right there. Jamal Murray can't connect. Fires the three and knocks it down. And Jay, the system produces once again.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Jokic to Porter for three. That'll humble the rookie. Porter Jr. off the mark. Knocks it down from mid-range.
So deadly. Now look, part of that is God-given talent. But the other part is that ball speed combined with that handle. Oh, that's off the charts. But he always finds a way to slow himself down right before he goes into that shot.
Hawks have it. Trae Young to Kevin Huerter. No good. Jay, Nikola Jokic, he's never made the playoffs, but upon further review, he is a special center.
Got that 5-year extension for $146 million, and I'm willing to say this, he will be one of the future centers in the game.
Whistle stops play. Timeout here for Atlanta as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now. Jeremy Grant tips it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
And count the basket.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
And he'll head to the line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless, but attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
First free throw is good. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. To Jokic. Here's a chance from long range. Good contest. Barton misses. Goes to the left side. 4-3. It's good. Defense has to pick things up.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Beyond the arc for 3. Down for Collins. Goes reverse to lay it in.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Murray into the front court. Shot clock turned off as they try to extend the lead. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for. Straight on 3. At the buzzer. That misses with a second to go. 3 quarters complete, and the Nuggets feeling good right now. It's the Nuggets with the basketball to start the fourth quarter. You figured they certainly had the advantage coming into this one. Jay, that's how it's played out.
On paper, this wasn't set up to be much of a contest. If the crowd could have gotten into it early, maybe. But sometimes a team is so good that you never had a chance to even start.
That's off the side of the rim, no good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Len sizing up Jeremy Grant. Rocking the rim.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back. Everybody communicated. Everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
Into the front court comes Collison. His guys down big. Shot for Collins, no good. Murray with it. Looking to make something happen. Short jumper stays out. Collison into the front court. Down a bundle. Darren Collison now 3 for 9.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Denver ball right now. Cleans it up. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Mason Plumlee trying to cash in on a three-point play. 56% for his career. And he missed the free throw. Into the front court comes Collison. He'll run the offense. Darren Collison, 4 out of 10.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Going to launch beyond the arc. And Collins there to grab the rebound. Can't connect from in close. Trying to cash in. Grant with the shot. That won't fall.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
Now the Nuggets signaling for timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Number 15, Nikola Jokic. Into the game for Atlanta.
Fires the 3. Missed it. No good. And no foul. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Murray with the basketball. The lead is 12. To Jokic. Oh, Nikola Jokic. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Nuggets have the possession. From long range. Now that's a contest. To Kevin Huerter. You've got to get that one to go. Nikola Jokic sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Rises for the slam.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Collison into the front court. Trailing by 14. Great dish to set it up. Collison, it's good with no defender in sight.
It just seems like everybody's getting more touches. I'm not saying who, but it seemed like the ball stopped in a certain player's hands, which forced the defense to become stagnant.
Jamal Murray. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head. That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. Jabari Parker at the line for 2 shots. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Off the mark. 0 for 2 at the line. The follow won't go either. To Porter. Short jumper misses. And scores. Strong take.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Here's Atlanta. Collison. Down low for Len. In the slam.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
To Millsap. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not that time. The Hawks will use a timeout. They're down big in this fourth quarter. And a chance here to empty their bench. Opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own.
Number 9,
Lets it fly from long range. Won't go down.
Number 8.
Nuggets with the basketball. They get it down to Millsap. Oh, Millsap. 4 out of 7. Take stock of the floor. Nice finish at the rim.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Fires the 3 and knocks it down.
I love watching these coaches' moments. The coach was literally saying, no, no, no. Yes, yes, yes. That's how you make coaches look like masterminds.
Ah, can't miss those. Straight on 3. At the buzzer, it's the Nuggets who come away victorious as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Nuggets put one in the win column with a solid performance. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. The Hawks couldn't put it together to get the victory here today. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup.
Game track. Defense.
The Denver Nuggets put under pressure defensively in this game, and in return, they put back some blocks and steals on the stat sheet. Not only that, they put a W in the win column, and that's everyone's favorite stat.
Player of the game.
The highlight says it all. He's your player of the game.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. Here's our top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's a view of the upcoming games for the Atlanta Hawks. This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.